Most of my early shooting memories with my father would be fairly typical. He would tell me, focus on form, on how I worked with the bow, keep my shoulder lined up 90 degrees, and he would align my shoulder with the target. And he would tell me to just look downrange, try not to worry about it, and just focus on putting all the parts of the draw together. When you're ready, you breathe out, and you just let the tension on your fingers go, and let the string take it from you. My name is Jonathan Roy Acfalle, and I am 38 years old. I've been an archer for 30 of those years. And specifically, I do traditional archery. Specifically, even more than that, I shoot a longbow. Elegance and simplicity is what I can really boil this down to. This bow is not complex at all. It is simply a bent stick and string. It's a very stable, very forgiving, very accurate, and very simple longbow. I've enjoyed shooting this style of bow for most of my 30 years of being an archer and shooting bows. I use the Howard Hill style of instinctive archery. That was taught to me by my father. Instinctive archery, in essence, at its core, it's very simple, but it's also very nuanced. Hill style usually includes a longbow and a back quitter. You go into that draw cycle when you know you have the shot feeling just right, that you're going to hit whatever you're looking at downrange. And when you go into that draw cycle, when you have that feeling and you go into it, everything is fluid. That's the thing about these bows and the people who shoot them. This bow, it makes you a great archer. My father and some of these big names in bow hunting back in the day, they were capable of amazing feats and amazing shots at all levels of distances. They were a completely different breed. Men like Howard Hill, a legend in the archery world. He was known for a lot of his exhibition and trick shooting. He was the personal archery coach to Earl Flynn for his film Robin Hood. He actually even made a cameo.
Elwyn the Welshman!
He was known for making the Robin Hood shot, which is putting an arrow into another arrow, straight in. I've done it a couple times in the past, yes. And those arrows decorate my fireplace. Robin Hood probably still takes the cake for me, but there is something about the character of an archer and seeing them go into that stance, go into that form, completely focused and just unfazed by what's going on around them. That focus that really solidifies what archery is about. The ability to drown out everything around you and just focus on making that one shot to make that arrow slide down range and connect with what you want to hit. My dad tried to make instruction very simple and yet tried to drill home the important parts. He had a method and a way of teaching, which a lot of people say comes out of me when I instruct. And again, it's very simplistic, and it makes a lot of sense. How the form is put together, each piece, the importance of each piece, the importance of working together between yourself and the bow, never to try and manhandle it or outmuscle it, that you should work together with it. Vision, shoulder placement, how to pick a spot on the target and not to worry about it. How to basically trust where you're shooting. Trust your eyes, trust your form. I can still hear him. I can still hear all of his words to this day, telling me how to do things properly. How even if you take a bad shot, you do your best to let that go. I can't take it back, it's already gone. The only thing to focus on from that is the next arrow. That's your next shot. Treat each arrow like it's its own shot, like it's the first shot. You screw up on the first one, worry about it. It's done. Move on to the next one.